the next speaker will be Shirleen. She is also from a restaurant industry. She's a wonderful lady that contribute a lot in our Zoom, and I really thankful all the time that what she has been doing. And today I also invited her to share her story. You will love. I told her your story. I heard 100 times. It also never feel. We will feel encouraging by hearing her testimony. So let's welcome Shirleen to share for us. Shirleen, over to you. Let's give her a Zoom wave.
Thank you. Thanks everyone for joining us this evening. Well, this is really the festive season. You can be somewhere shopping for your family, but you chose to be here. So I'm really grateful for your time. And when Kat asked me to share tonight, I said, "Ayo, don't want lah. My story I say so many times already, yeah, right?" But I think there might be some newcomer this evening. Yeah, so I will just briefly share about what I used to do. So like Kat, I used to study in Japan. After graduation, I came back to Singapore. I worked in a travel agency for 10 years, bringing tourists around in Singapore. So I go to Mount Faber, I go to Sentosa, I go to the zoo so many times until the monkey also can recognize me. And then after 10 years of that, the market is pretty saturated because more and more tourists guide, less and less tourists. Tourists can access a lot of information because internet during that time already start to boom. People can travel on their own. All the information about Singapore is so easily accessible online. It's such a safe country. People can just go about, going to the places they want with very cheap taxi fare, taking the MRT. So the demand for tourist guide dropped tremendously. So that prompted me to look at something else. For my love for Japanese culture and food, especially, so I opened a restaurant with a very, very good friend. It's a Japanese restaurant, actually quite popular. I'm very proud because we were nominated. Every year there's this Straits Times Live segment. They have the top 100 dishes in Singapore. And one of our signature dish, which was started by our own chef, was nominated as one of the dish, and it came out huge on the newspaper. So that made me very proud. I enjoy my restaurant, no doubt. My friend can come and hang out with me, drink sake, we can talk and things like that. But the overhead is very high. I pay rental, salary, utilities bill, licensing fee, blah, 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 food costs. My overhead is about 35,000 Singapore dollars month after month, whether I have business or not. So that is pretty stressful. I only make money when my restaurant is open. When I close on Sunday, there's no income. Even if I open every day, if nobody stepped in to spend money, so it doesn't guarantee a good income, although it was doing well. If not, I wouldn't have survived 16 years. I don't print money, So then a friend introduced me Kangen water. A classmate, she has eczema when she was very young, I know. So I noticed her eczema really got better. But for me, it's like, I also don't have eczema, why I want this water for what? It doesn't relate to me, But she said, your husband has acid reflux, this might help. I was very skeptical. Eczema, acid reflux, two different things. Why should it help? But she said, hey, try lah. You just try to drink and see what happens. So I really try, 30 days, drink nothing but Kangen water with my husband. For me, it was fantastic because I have constipation all my life. That went away from the third day onwards. Every day I go to toilet until now, already almost 5 years. My husband's acid reflux is also history. So I really, really love the machine. I just share with people. I see people got eczema, got this and that. I say, hey, you try lah. So that's how it started for me, unintentionally, because I wasn't interested in the business because I was running my business. But because the water is so good, I cannot keep my mouth shut, right? I mean, if you go to a very nice restaurant, you will put on Facebook, hey, this restaurant very nice, they must try. Does the restaurant pay you? No. But by just sharing, and if a successful transaction is being done, Enagic pay us. So slowly, I share. Then my husband said, hey, Not bad, no, this one, you might want to take a look seriously. I wasn't interested. I say, I'm happy with my restaurant. I don't want to start another business. But then I think maybe I should try harder lah, because I want to get back my machine cost. I bought ST501, 5,200, If I can get back my cost, not so bad, right? So I give myself 1 year to target to get back that money. But I got it back around 3 months. Why? Because the water works. When people try, it works. They want to buy. Simple as that. So that kind of give me an idea, If I spend more time, naturally I will have more income. And then without the stress, so I decided to close my restaurant and spend more time in my Kangen business. I closed my restaurant in 2016, 4 years ago. So now I'm focusing in my Kangen business. But I cannot say that I'm full-time in Kangen because I don't spend 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, do nothing but Kangen, right? I do yoga, I do this, I do that. I go at Sinjo, I go at Jeanette. I have a lot of free time. But the income I get from Enagic, it is pretty decent. It's as good as a full-time job income or even more. So it is only fair that I'm not doing Kangen full-time per se, but that is my only source of income, and it is sufficient. For those of you who attended the recent Dr. Filzer session, you will understand that we are in the right industry because everybody have to drink water every day, no matter what, until they die, right? If given a choice with the correct knowledge and you educate your prospect, the Enagic is superior, is really superior to all the other brands out there. It's very easy to share. We have proof now. Before we just say, hey, you try, maybe it's good. Now I'm very confident. I know sure good one because I got the book. The book is tested on human cells. This boosts our conviction. So go out and share. I really encourage all of you to, if you are some timer now, try doing it part-time. If you're part-timer now, try to give it more time because you will see result as long as you do not quit. The moment you quit, of course, everything gone. Like it's like diet, right? If you want to exercise and keep fit, the moment you stop that, you start eating, then you rebound. This is a nature. We cannot defy that. So why I like about Enagic is because first and foremost, when I introduce it to somebody, I'm doing something good for another family. Definitely their health will improve. If they take another step to look at the business, they will definitely get extra income. Extra $1,000 a month is a lot, And the beauty of the comp plan is I've listened to many presentations from different network marketing company. I've joined none. This is my first. Why? Whenever a friend invite me, okay, I go and listen, I buy some product as a support. But when I hear their compensation plan presented to me, because I'm a businesswoman, I'm very sensitive to numbers. To me, it doesn't work. Why? Because if I have to pay 200 or 300 Sing every month, let's say a supplement, right? It's mandatory to spend this money every month so that I am eligible to stay in business. It doesn't make sense because 1 year is about the price of our junior. You think about it. It is as good as Enagic tell you, every year you need to buy a junior in order to be able to stay in the business. It doesn't add up for me. That's why I didn't join, but I buy product to support. But the beauty of Enagic is you only pay one time. Not only that, let's say when you become a certain rank, right? A 3A rank, when you sell a machine to somebody, your commission is close to $1,000. And if that somebody sell to somebody, you get that another $1,000 as well. So the person who introduced another person, you get the same amount of commission. This you will never see in other compensation plan. So I'm very happy because now COVID, since March, right? I mean, in Singapore, can you imagine I'm still a tourist guide? Where got tourists? I got no chance to go to the zoo. Imagine I'm still running my restaurant. I will be suffering every day worrying about how am I going to pay my chef? How am I going to pay my waitress? How am I going to pay my rental? All this stress is terrible. Stress is a silent killer. Just last week, I have a very, very dear friend, my primary school and secondary school classmate, same age as me, early 50s. She died of stroke. Sudden, just like that. Why? Stress. Because of her certain thing happened in the family that gave her so much stress, and she just collapsed. So I think we should stop stressing ourselves. We should really find a way that we can make decent income at our pace, you know, without stress, and then get good health with this amazing water that has already been proven with lab tests using human living cells. So how well Kangen pay, I will let our presenter tonight to further explain to you to see the power of Enagic compensation plan. So yeah, that's my sharing for tonight, Catherine. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shirleen, for sharing. Always lovely to share, to hear your story. Yeah, let's give Shirleen a thank you, Zoom wave. Thank you, Shirleen.